This is Gifford, Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He gets a block. All the way out to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and what a job by this special teams unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You've got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Working that left side. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And in the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Moore with the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Dante Moore. This time he's got it. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The give from the gun. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sooner. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chances. When you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Moore, play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proved.
Going for it all. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing more. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Davison. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Got it in the middle. It's Davison. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll go play action with Moore. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. This is a live look at the swamp. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
Coach Venables told me before the game, this conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. Took care of it himself. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. The play action fake. He's going to take off. Past the 40. Gets down, and like you say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
There's the pressure. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart. Low.
Touchdown, Florida. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Let's it fly. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds
put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Running inside, it's Pryor. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt to try.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe a crease. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to escape and get it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Got his man on the outside. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Rushes on him, and he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit. That will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Hansen. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great catch and run for 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Inside the 40. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down. New set of downs.
Makes the catch. It's Stockton. Could not make his way to the corner. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Turning it on! Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. There's a crease. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 coming up. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but you make decisions and throws like that. It's easy to see why.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Brown. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. They'll run play action. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's got him. Breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get...
And he's in! Touchdown Sooners! The Sooners come down and score one of their own. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO fired complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down.
Blue 85! Blue 85! Blue 88!
They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running on the Jets. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Trying to run, it's ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Blue 30! Blue 30!
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Brown. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Timeout, Oklahoma, that's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the 4th with a touchdown. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. This time it's complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Pressure coming. Chase to the right.
Well, here we are late in the game. In this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, a great sneak on second down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
To the air, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They jump on top here in OT.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now, 2nd and long working here. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Takes the easy one to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Enter. Circuit. Wilson, hey, Wilson. Nat.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That'll do it. The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Byers on the move. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Going with the counter play here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. That's caught. It's Sategna. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
Ready. 120. Ready to go.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He's going to run it. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Stepping to the right, and he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in? Maybe get a chip on this dude, because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one arm.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Now here's Moore. Quickly complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Moore with the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Working that left side now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. Referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Freeze, freeze.
To the air, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's more to throw. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They're working that left side. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Hill. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dante Moore. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man to the left. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the right and wings it incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Ducks have it with a first and goal. More to the air again. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Takes it past the markers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Mateer. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take off to halftime. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They're going to ride this running back. Maybe some room here. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Hill. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Moore will throw. Big fella moving. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
To the air, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
He goes right back to the air. Here's the hit. And the ball's free in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him! Across the 45.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sooners in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ready. Shift. Go, go.
Back to pass. It's Mateer. On target. Powers through. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read him. Nice timing on that in run.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Here comes the heat. Being chased. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we opportunity to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds at the 47. Picks up the first down, and more importantly, the clock is stopped.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Did the work himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came
Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer will be with. Check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Sooners headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Here's Arch to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. On the draw, it's Smothers. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Could be an outie. Smashes ahead. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown line. And no chance chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give on the inside. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
First down play at 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Robinson. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. We keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Quarterback keeper. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And you got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive player. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they tacked on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorn!
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, Dave. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Freeze! Ready, go!
Manning. The throw. Finds a man on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Hey, move! Bubba! Booster! Hydro! Go!
Arch Madness. Caught close to the marker. It's Wingo. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The '1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Trying to get away. He's out past the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Smothers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Third down from the gun, Manning. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quarterback may change this route. Handoff to Xavier. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's Robinson one more time. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking the shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
From the gun, the ground game. Finding some room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Longhorn. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game. Tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late. Take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up. But this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This is exactly why this guy is unique. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems, so many headaches.
The Sooners have a lot of options on second and inches. Fighting off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Get it out on the screen. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It smothers. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion from the wideout. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. The corners are walked up tight. To throw, Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll pass on the field goal and going for it on 4th and short in overtime. Wide receiver going in motion. 4th down, Manning. Can't make the connection on 4th down, and they give up the football here in overtime.